Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Collins. That's me, Collins, Critter Corner. Collin, Critter Corner. And we're not going to be talking as much about critters today, like bugs, like we did last week. We talked about butterflies. Instead, we're going to talk about what's happening right now outside and something that affects a lot of the critters that are running around. Now, right now, we're kind of at the end of a period that happens every year called winter. And winter is when snow happens, and it's when it gets really cold outside. And one of the things that happens when it gets really cold during winter is that all the trees, they start to lose all their green leaves. They start to turn brown. And the ground outside, where it usually has a green grass during the summer, again, green, colorful, it turns brown too. Little bushes that might have flowers and things on them, like this one here, they also turn brown. Now, they're not turning brown because they're dead. They're kind of turning brown because they're sleepy. And during the winter, everything slows down. Everything gets a little bit tired, and everything rests, goes to sleep all through the winter. Now, at the end of winter, everything needs to wake up. It's time to grow and become colorful and green, happy. And that's what we're kind of in the middle of right now. It's just starting to transition from winter, cold, to spring, which is warmer and colorful, and the animals will start coming back, and it'll be great. But we're all kind of inside right now, so instead of going outside to see spring and to see how some of the plants are growing and how the world's changing and becoming more colorful, let's use our little sort of like fake setup here with trees, and we're going to look at what spring is going to look like over the next month or two and what you might expect whenever you go back outside. But just to give you an idea, in a really short amount of time, what it's going to look like when it goes from winter and cold to spring and warm and green, let's look at a quick video. I have one pulled up here. So let me go over. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to the desktop. Now, here's a video that I have put up for us. And I see the snow's melting and all the colors coming back. All the plants are blooming. So before, when it was kind of snowy and cold, and now all the scenes that we're seeing are bright. And there's flowers and blue skies. And these are some of the fun things that we have to look forward to in the next couple months. Little bugs are coming back and starting to pollinate the flowers, butterflies. America's spring's coming back. But let's see what that looks like for us. So I'm going to go over here. So the first thing that's going to happen whenever winter starts to become spring is that we need to stop being so cold. And the reason that we're cold is because the sun is really far away. And during the winter, it gets farther away. But during spring, spring's a little bit more special. During the spring, the sun is going to come back out more often. Let's put it up here. The sun. The sun's really warm. And the sun is going to shine down all of its warmth down on here onto the trees and the plants and your faces whenever you end up going outside. But it's not just the sun that is going to bring all the color back and make the leaves come out and the grass grow. We need something else. What do plants need? Plants need a couple things. They need the sun, which is good because we have that. But what it's also going to start doing more, and you might have happened recently for you, you might notice, is it's going to start raining. Now, rain is when water comes from the sky, and it comes out of clouds. And all plants need rain. Without rain, the trees will stay brown forever, and they'll never become green. They need the rain. So we have our sun, and now we need our rain. So let's add some rain to our scene too, and see what happens there. So I'm going to add a couple rain clouds. Rain cloud 1. This is rain cloud 2. Put this over here. And then we are going to have a third rain cloud because it's going to rain a lot during spring. A lot. It's going to get really wet. 3. Now, It's raining. And the sun is shining. And it's going to be really pretty. We're just going to sit here a second because they're going to let it rain. Rain, rain. But at some point, the rain's got to stop. So let's stop raining. I think we have enough rain. Let's take the rain away. All right. That cloud stopped raining. How about this one? That cloud stopped raining. And last cloud. Beautiful. Wow, that's starting to look a little bit prettier already. The blue sky is back. The blue sky. The yellow sun, blue sky. But the trees are still brown. And so is the grass. Nothing's really colorful. But luckily, all that water is seeping down into the ground. And as it goes down into the ground and the rain comes down and it soaks everything up, it's going to start making things bloom. And blooming is the best thing about spring. It's when all the brown things become colorful. So let's add some color. The grass has started to grow. And what are these? I think those are little flowers. They smell really nice. It rained a lot, so there's even more grass. Let's add some grass here. Oh, that's starting to look prettier, isn't it? Yeah. We have green grass. We have some red and purple flowers. We have our blue sky and our yellow sun. But our trees are still brown. It's going to take a little bit for the leaves to come back from the trees. But with enough rain and enough sun, eventually our trees are going to get all their color back. Our bush got its green leaves. And now, whoa, that looks way prettier. Spring is here. It's spring, and you know it because there's colorful flowers and colorful grass and colorful leaves on the trees. And it's starting to look a lot nicer outside. Maybe you want to go outside and find a dog to play with or a squirrel to look at. Little critters are going to start coming back. So whenever you're able to go back outside and see the little critters, there's a lot that you can expect during spring. Because during spring, all the animals are coming back out of their little holes, and they're coming back from the other countries that they went to rest up during the winter. So while you're out in the flowery grass around the bottoms of the trees, you might see some old friends, like butterflies. Maybe you'll see purple butterflies, like this one, purple. And maybe you'll see some orange butterflies, like this one, orange. Maybe you'll see a butterfly in a bush. But what other animals might come out during the spring? What other critters might we be able to connect with during our springtime? How about a really popular bird around Illinois, and one you're going to see a lot of is going to be a robin. It's a little red bird. Could also be a cardinal. Those are also around. Now, birds tend to like living in trees, so let's put them up here in the tree. Whoop. Now there's a bird in our tree, a red bird. One other animal that you're going to see a lot of, one critter that's going to be coming back that you're going to see a lot of, especially if you go around trees a lot, is going to be squirrels. And squirrels are adorable. They eat nuts and little things that grow in trees. And they make their nests in trees. They live in trees all year round, even during the winter. Go over here. You're going to see a squirrel. You're going to see a squirrel near the tree. That's kind of hard to see. Let's move it. Let's move the squirrel over here. There we go. Well, that looks way prettier, doesn't it? That looks really nice. We've transitioned from winter, when it was all brown, a little gloomy, to spring, where it's happier and warm. Now I've got one more video I want to show you, and it's of some plants blooming, and how green's going to come back, and how you're going to see it more often. So let me share one more video with you. So let's go back down here to screen share, my desktop. Now, let's watch our next video. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Wow, it already looks very green, doesn't it? This is the green that we're seeing in our trees. Look at all those trees. You can tell that it's spring, or it's summer, or it's at least not winter. We know that, because if it was winter, a lot of those greens would be gone and be much more brown. But it's so green and colorful, and there's so many flowers, it has to be spring or summer, or a warm time of the year when everything's back alive. And it looks gorgeous. Let's stop sharing. All right, we're back. I think that's about all that I have for this week. We looked at spring and winter and how things go from being kind of sleepy and cold to being awake and happy and colorful. And that happens whenever winter becomes spring. And that's happening right now. Look out your window. You might see some green. You're going to see a lot more green in the next couple weeks, but we'll talk some more about the types of green things you're going to see and the little critters that you might see running around outside. We'll do that in the next couple weeks. But that's going to be kind of it for this week's episode of Collin's, it's me, Collin's Critter Corner. Collin's Critter Corner. That's all I have. I'm going to go maybe read a book under this nice shady tree for a little while and enjoy the smell of the flowers and the pretty butterflies. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.